Bay Area Backroads is a production of KRON Channel 4, the news and information leader in Northern California.
It's time for some great winter escapes for you and your friends. We'll get away to the snowfields of Lake Tahoe and into the secret passageway of a casino Frank Sinatra won and lost.
So this was his private little passageway.
Correct.
We'll run away to the lap of luxury and to the edge of exhaustion at two of the finest spas in the Bay Area. We'll take a 2-day vacation to a little piece of New England along the Mendocino coast.
Remember, it's kind of like this. You wave like this.
Then we'll escape to play with friends in the warm water of Hawaii. We'll explore the best backroads islands in all of paradise, from beneath the sea, past towering cliffs, to the top of the tallest mountain on Earth.
It's like a space community out here.
And we'll show you a brand new way to journey the backroads on the information superhighway.
Hello, I'm Jack McConnell, and we've got some great adventures for you along the back roads of the Bay Area and beyond. Those of us who live in Northern California are really lucky. We have a greater diversity of wonderful getaways than probably any region in the world. Within a couple of hours of the Bay Area, we can be playing along the coast or up here in the high mountains. One of our favorite destinations is the Lake Tahoe region. Now, I'm standing in Squaw Valley, and that's Lake Tahoe over my shoulder. Now, there's something to do here for any group of friends.
1, 2, 3, go!
Lake Tahoe is a winter playground. And just like at any playground, it's always more fun to have other kids to play with.
Okay, everybody go along, let's go!
I want to experience a weekend around the north shore of Lake Tahoe with some playmates. So I'm tagging along with Backroads associate producer Dan Hers and his old college buddy, Tony Rayo.
Thank you very much.
And Backroads coordinating producer Mary Stevens and two of her friends, Melanie Brooks and Sharon Walsh.
I think the thing is that we basically are very dissimilar people with similar interests.
We've all been to Tahoe many times before, but this visit will be full of surprises. Before the weekend is over, we'll literally fall in love with the up-and-coming sport of snowboarding. We'll go head-to-head against Olympic speed skating gold medalist Dan Jansen in a rousing game of broomball. And we'll uncover mysteries of romance and scandal involving Frank Sinatra's Rat Pack and their pals at an historic casino.
Marilyn Monroe and the Kennedys, and it had to be an unbelievable environment.
At the beginning of our trip, we pull off Donner Pass at Boreal Ridge for some snow play to get the weekend and ourselves rolling. One of the best things about saucering is that anyone can do it, even tykes who can barely walk. And while skiing can be very expensive, snow play costs little to nothing, depending on where you go.
I totally underestimated saucering. I'm soaking wet, I'm exhausted, my hair's natty and ratty. I've fallen every single time. I've killed my good friends, and I want to do it one more time.
In between collisions with these guys, I'm finding out that this is a pretty interesting bunch.
Together, the girls kind of form like one perfect woman. They all have distinct personalities. When they come together, you got Mary, who's the obnoxious funny one. You got Sharon, who can get anything out of anybody.
I need to learn how to spin around.
And you got Mel, who's just
sweet.
Very sweet.
And you can tell you got all that from looking at their shoes.
The black pumps belong to Sharon, who works at radio station Live 105. The sensible hiking shoes are Melanie's. She's a school teacher. And our own Backroads Mary is wearing gloves on her feet.
Does this say something about who you guys are?
How about
That's
the
right.
socks? What kind of socks are you wearing?
I just got plain old white.
See?
Okay, let's go.
Dan and Tony, who's a lawyer, are a little harder to tell apart.
Boxers or briefs?
Briefs.
I'm wearing boxers.
With this kind of intimate information, we're definitely bonding, ready to take on the world.
We have Team F with 3 Olympic champions, Lori Graham Flynn, Dan Jansen, and Brian Orser. And we have the Bay Area Backroads team with none.
At the resort at Squaw Creek, it looks like we're up against the dream team of broomball.
Maybe I shouldn't be goalie.
Dan Jansen may be a speed skater, but how does he do in his shoes? Broomball is just like hockey, except the puck is a ball, the stick is a broom, and you don't wear skates.
That's all we need is a little ballet trying to compete with Dan Jansen.
I'm landing on my backside quite a bit during this game, but I'm still hanging tough against this Jansen guy. After holding the dream team scoreless nearly half the game, our defense finally breaks down. Despite some great saves by Mary, we end up losing 4-0.
Hey, good game, man.
Sweating.
Make a circle.
It's time to eat.
Hey, Dan, what do you want your zucchini to look like? Like that?
That's good.
There are lots of places to stay in the North Tahoe area at every price range, from little cottages to big resorts. But traveling with friends, it's nice to have a clubhouse to come home to. We're renting a home on the lake.
Hanging out with Sharon in a house in Tahoe, the easiest thing is you never mix up your drinks because you can see Sharon's lipstick all over her coffee cups, her wine glasses.
And even mochas to go.
Is the oven on?
After correcting Tony's unsuccessful attempt to turn on the oven, dinner is finally served.
Good, huh?
The girls make fish tacos, and Dan prepares his allegedly famous zucchini burritos.
Melanie, it's not graceful, but it's good.
There are plenty of outdoor activities at Tahoe, but in the evening, the action moves indoors. The California-Nevada state line runs right through Lake Tahoe and right through the Cal Neva Lodge, home of the oldest operating casino in the U.S.
I kept doing this. California, Nevada, California, Nevada. I can gamble here, I can't gamble here.
Cal Neva is more than a gambling spot. It's a full-scale resort, and it's rich with history.
Back in the 30s and 40s, the Joseph Kennedy first came here and then brought the boys, and the Marilyn Monroe relationship with Jack Kennedy, and then Bobby Kennedy. And
So the rumors have been that Marilyn was here with either one or the other of the Kennedy brothers? And
both.
With both?
Yes.
As owner of Cal Neva, Chuck Bluth pays property taxes in 2 states. In the late 50s and early 60s, the lodge was owned by Frank Sinatra. But old Blue Eyes got in trouble with the Nevada Gaming Commission when gangster Sam Giancana started hanging around.
He was good friends of Sinatra, and it all came apart here.
So he came, Giancana came here, and he wasn't supposed to be at the
on a
Cal
regular
Neva?
basis.
On a regular basis. And so Frank Sinatra lost the Cal Neva.
Yes.
And you gained it.
Yeah, there are a few owners in between.
Chuck says it was here that Sinatra formed the famous Rat Pack, which included Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr. And deep in the bowels of Cal Neva, off limits to the public, is one of Sinatra's lesser-known legacies.
This was originally built for Sinatra, so that he could leave his cabin in privacy, come through this tunnel to go to the showroom.
So we're down below the casino, down below all the action.
Right, we're underneath the main floor of the casino.
So this was his private little passageway.
Correct.
And who knows who came down through here?
Yes, what was done down here.
The next morning, we're hitting the slopes of Squaw Valley.
Woo!
We're all pretty good skiers. Well, all but one of us is.
Good job, Doug.
But what we're really here for this time is to try snowboarding.
All right, I'm in. I'm down.
Hold on like this. And what we're going to do is you're going to sit back and you're going to get on your back edge, on your heel edge.
It's a new sport for most of us, and we're having a little trouble keeping our balance.
Okay, this time I'm gonna get it.
Dan's surfing experience is helping him get the hang of this right away. Snowboarding is like surfing on snow, except wiping out could be a bit more painful.
The snowboarding was awesome. I love the snowboarding. I didn't love falling, but
I didn't like falling either.
I've always enjoyed coming to Lake Tahoe with my friends and family, but it's also nice sometimes to get out on your own. And you can do that up here too. It can be as simple as taking a walk by the lake or renting a boat on the lake. One of my favorite pleasures is cross-country skiing along the quiet shore of Emerald Bay, a state park on the west side of Lake Tahoe.
I've been up here over 15 years, and I'm still not tired of this view of Emerald Bay out here. It's just great.
Ranger Bob Burke leads free cross-country ski trips in this stunningly beautiful park. And if you're really lucky, you'll see a sight that'll take your breath away. Bob, look, it's the eagle out there. Look at that.
Golly.
Oh, that is so cool. From unexpected glimpses of nature to hidden fragments of history to snow play of all kinds, the Lake Tahoe region is a great winter escape for people of all ages, abilities, and tastes.
There's something about the mountains. I love the mountains, and you come up here and you just feel like you're on a vacation. And you can't even, I can't even think about work up here.
And neither can the rest of us.
I love the Shred Fest.
We really did have a lot of fun together. We may go home with sore bottoms, but our heads will be totally refreshed. And no matter what happens to our friendships in the future, we'll always have Tahoe. There are many property rental agencies in the Tahoe area. We rented our house through Lake Tahoe Accommodations at 800-544-3234. For information about all the places we visited and played in, call the Backroads Hotline at 808-5000. Then enter category number 4400. Stay with us for some high adventures with good friends as we escape to the Backroads Islands of Hawaii. But coming up next, we'll pamper ourselves and punish ourselves at two extraordinary getaways right here in the Bay Area. Several years ago, when my son Patrick was just 4 years old, he and I got to be daring men on the flying trapeze.
Now we're as tight as the trees.
At a rural outdoor encampment near the town of Sonoma. We had so much fun together that when we fluttered back to Earth, we vowed to soar again someday. And now Patrick is about twice as big as he used to be.
And twice as old, and don't forget it.
Don't forget it. Almost 9 years old. How could I forget? And now he and I, in fact all of us, can continue to learn the art of the flying trapeze in Oakland year-round inside the Circus Center. In this converted warehouse, the magic of the circus comes alive for all who dare to enter.
Anybody can do it. Young, old, big, little, boy, girl, it doesn't matter. Any ability.
Lily Gaudreau and her husband Stefan own and operate Trapeze Arts. Their invitation is simple.
It's come here and have fun. Do something you haven't done before.
Some of the students here are very experienced, and they keep coming back week after week to perfect their technique. But even novices like me and Patrick and Backroads producer Dan Hers and his wife Pam can learn and accomplish quite a bit very fast.
Two most important rules for success today. First most important rule, smile. You're going to have fun whether you think so or not. Okay.
Even if we're terrified.
Exactly. Second most important rule, listen. Trapeze is all about timing, and if you do what we tell you when we tell you, it's a lot easier.
Instructor Marek Kasuba starts by getting us familiar with the bar.
Hands off.
And hanging by our knees.
Point your toes.
Point
them, Doug.
At first, I'm a little slow on the uptake.
This is flexed.
Yeah.
This is pointed.
Oh.
You are trying to flex.
I did the opposite. The other members of our group do better following Marek's directions.
The hardest part of this whole sequence, besides climbing the ladder, is actually hopping off that platform. Ready? You bend your knee slightly.
I turn out to be a better hopper than a pointer.
If you guys can do it just like that up there, the first swing will be so easy. You'll have all the momentum of the trapeze helping you lift your legs at the peak on the other side.
It's easy when you're only a foot or so off the ground. But merely climbing up to the real platform can be pretty intimidating.
You're 25 feet up in the air. Somebody you don't know or have only met just recently has you by the harness, by the belt, saying, okay, take off when we say go.
Legs up, curl into the bar, hook your knees.
Then there's another stranger on the ground who's got the safety harness on the lines who's saying, okay, I gotcha. And then when you're at the point where you're ready to make a catch, a third stranger is coming out of midair, says, okay, when I grab your arms, you grab me back. People have issues with that.
Issues or not, the show must go on. And now, we're the stars. We each take a couple of turns, swinging, hanging from our knees, and learning backflips. Now Stefan says we're ready for what he calls a catch. He and the other instructors have faith in us. We just need to reciprocate. Mistakes at any point can doom a catch attempt. Not hopping off the platform properly, not getting our knees over the bar quickly enough, or not arching back enough to reach the catcher. But amazingly, after only a few tries, one by one,
Reach, 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 reach.
we get the hang of it. Now only Pam is left, and she's determined not to be upstaged by the guys, especially with her baby boy Josh watching.
Good job.
Thank
I'm
you.
quitting work. We're going to the circus.
You have a family.
High five, Josh. Woohoo. All right.
How did your mommy do, you think? Pretty good?
Shoulders.
Trampoline classes are also offered here, and rope classes too.
It's a big playground. It's a big, have fun.
They got a high five. This is great.
All high five.
All right.
And we did have fun, once again. I also got to watch my boy grow up a little bit more and not let gravity keep him down. Trapeze Arts is located in Oakland and is open year-round. The outdoor facility near Sonoma is open spring and summer Sundays, weather permitting. For more information about their wide range of programs and opportunities for special events, call 510-419-0700.